perfectly okay. Ladies first.
I'm Louise. I'm 30 years old and I'm from Ireland and I live here now in Denmark.
And my name is Martin and I'm 26 and I am from Denmark. More specific, Harsgaard.
We met in Colombia.
Yeah.
We were both backpacking
Yeah.
in a hostel.
It was her.
It was my last week.
Yeah, and it was my first week of 3 weeks.
Or
And we spent
3 months, yeah.
3 months. Sorry, I was gone for 3 months, and we just kept in contact.
Yeah.
And I ran out of money. I asked my mom if I could borrow some money so I could visit her on my way home from Colombia, and she said of course. And
Yeah. So
we've been together ever since.
yeah. And they brought me over here.
Yeah.
I was studying business. I'm trying to think of the name of my course, but it was just business.
Marketing.
Yeah. No, that was just It was a very generic course, and then you picked what you wanted to do.
Well, I'm a student. I'm just finishing my bachelor's in January, and then I hope I can get a job. I don't want to do a master's, but I work part-time.
I work in advertising, so I work in an advertising agency in Copenhagen, and it's an international agency, so we work with, we speak in English there, which I obviously need, and we work with international clients, it happened quite quickly actually, because we met he came over to visit me in January, and that's when we kind of decided that we wanted to make it official and get really serious. And by June I'd already moved here, so it happened within the space of 4 or 5 months. And a lot of people always said to me that must have been a really big decision, but for me it really wasn't. It was it just kind of felt right, and I couldn't imagine it just felt like the most natural thing to do. So I kind of moved here without thinking too much about it, and to be honest, it's been a pretty simple transition for me. I fell in love with the city and I fell in love with the country, so that really helped. Obviously, I definitely miss a lot of things from Ireland and my family, and even just the small things that you have to, the different cultural situations and stuff that you have to get used to, but overall for me it's been a positive experience. The food. Not that the Danish food isn't good, but it's just different. And I also just love Irish people are so friendly, and everyone talks a lot more. So you go into the supermarket and you'd be chatting to the person at the cashier, while here everyone's a little bit more reserved. So I miss that, and I miss going to the pubs. And it's not a similar culture here really. And then my family and friends.
I don't know if Louise shares my point of view of the world, but I have a feeling we're on the brink of something. And it might tip to the worse or the better. And I think Corona is what is going to make it. Because I don't want things to go back to the way they were before. I think now Corona should have taught us a lot of things about minding other people more, being more cautious of other people, and taking responsibility. And I hope that will continue into post-Corona times. And but I also have a feeling that because there's now with America and how their situation is, I don't hope that inflicts and runs into the rest of the world where we've divided between black and white or red or blue. And I feel if that's the case, then I have a feeling society will implode on itself.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. I think growing up when we were younger, 10 years ago or so, I feel like that seemed like the world was kind of bliss at that moment, but maybe it was just we were young and ignorant. But now there's a lot of scary things going on, and as Martin said, I think it's just whether it's going to go one way or the other. So hopefully we all can turn this around. But it's pretty dismal right now. Yeah, definitely. I think it's kind of cliche, but my parents, they were a big part of my childhood and even teenage years and young adult, and even now. especially with my dad, I feel like he's someone that I go to a lot for advice, and he loves to give me advice, which is great. And yeah, I feel like I trust their opinions on a lot of things. Even when we don't agree, I feel like they gave me a very good foundation with life. So I like to get their advice on many different things, even when we live far away.
I'd say my mom and my friends. My group of friends, we've known each other since kindergarten or school, most of us, and we're still together, all of us. So we've gone through life together. So.
I don't know. That's a hard one. I think.
I'm pretty tame. I just want an ordinary life. So, yeah. I hope Louise wants the same.
Yeah, that's the
We've been talking about getting a boat.
Yeah.
None of us have. Well, I have a bit sailing experience, but
yeah.
But we want to try and see if we can
Could live on a boat for a while.
and cross Atlantic. That's something we're talking
Yeah, but that's a very extreme dream. But I suppose I mean it could be possible.
Like if we keep talking about it and building towards it, it's gonna happen eventually. I feel so. Whether it's in 5 or 10 or 20 years, it's not an impossible dream to have. I feel. We can learn, we can teach, we can find figure it out.
He makes me.
Well, I want to be remembered by my family for being caring, like
A good person.
a good person.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the same. I just want to be remembered, like, I don't, like, not for something that I did, but just for the person that I am. So yeah, someone that makes people laugh sometimes, and a good friend, and a good daughter, and a good sister, and yeah, just a good person. I prefer to be remembered by that than by something.
Yeah.
Look after the planet.
Yeah, look after the planet and don't be shy.
Oh.
If I'm shy, so yeah, don't be shy. People are normally friendly, so just go for it.
People are good people, and make the most of life.
Yeah.